Why do you think American intellectual life? I mean, America's been criticized for not producing any school of thought other than, I guess, pragmatism in the 19th century. Why do you think that American intellectuals were so strangely uninterested in pushing back against this Marxist infiltration of their intellectual life? And in particular, I'm thinking that in the realm of politics, particularly in the realm of the Foreign Service and so on, you at least had someone like Joseph McCarthy to push back against some of this narrative, who had a great deal of support from the American population. Was there anyone that I'm not aware of in North American or American intellectual life who saw this danger for what it was in the post-war period and pushed back against it?
Well, Americans are generally mistaken about themselves because America has great philosophers, not only pragmatism. Pragmatism is only a part of the panorama. You have a guy like Josiah Royce. Did you read Josiah Royce? He's an absolute genius of philosophy. He had a pragmatical start, but then someone had the idea to send him to Germany to students. He absorbed the works of Friedrich Schelling, was also a great genius, in a guy who understood everything that was happening in the field of philosophy at the time. He saw all the monstrous character of the Hegel's heritage and so on. He was aware of everything, but Schelling was not a lucky guy because he had when he was young, he had a big success, but then he had a love affair with the wife of Friedrich Schlegel, the historian, and this was scandal, and he got far from the university for 40 years. When he came back, he had changed into a huge genius, but nobody paid attention to what he was saying anymore. His two greatest books, called Philosophy of Revelation and Philosophy of Mythology, were only read in the 20th century. Now they are discovering this now, and they are seeing how deeply Schelling understood the historical process created by Hegel and then later for Marx. He didn't know the Marx work, but knew Schelling very deeply, knew Hegel very deeply, and he saw this would not be a good thing. And Josiah Royce was a disciple of Schelling, and I believe he understood that the basis of society is human loyalty. He wrote a wonderful book called The Philosophy of Loyalty. He was raised in the West, the west of shootings and so on, and he saw the importance of loyalty as a basis that cemented society. This is very similar to the idea by Alain Périfitte, the former Minister of Justice of the Gaulle government, in the book The Society of Trusts, La Société de Confiance. It's a very great book. And Schelling and Josiah Royce had anticipated this idea. One of the most important bases of the free market society is loyalty and trust, not universal distrust, as the Frankfurt School proposes.